Hi guys, Janice Vaughn, letting your light shine. Welcome to episode 42. Thank you all so much for all your likes, your comments, subscribes. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. So on this episode, what I wanted to talk about was the demands of the narcissist for you to apologize. Not them, because lo and behold, they are not going to apologize for anything. So no matter what was going on in the relationship that I had with the narcissist, a lot of the apologies that I gave were completely my fault because I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not a person who likes to argue. I don't like contention. I don't like any of that. So a lot of times, and I'm guilty of this, and I'm going to admit it, I would just say, you know what, I'm sorry. Let's just get along. Let's just get through, this, what we're dealing with, and just move on and just focus on the future and the positive. All right. I apologize for reasons that I should not have apologized for. If I do something wrong, you're damn straight I'm going to apologize. Absolutely 100%. I'm going to own up my shit and I'm going to call my own self out, really. But the narcissist, what he would do he would text me incessantly and say, well, I am not going to talk to you unless you apologize. I'm not going to do the laundry unless you apologize. I am not going to go to the grocery store and pick up groceries until you apologize for your bad behavior. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, in the beginning, I would apologize, like I said, just to keep the peace. Don't do that, you guys. Please learn from my mistakes. Don't do that. Don't apologize just to keep the peace. I did that to completely avoid contention. Looking back now, I've learned, okay? But as time went on in the relationship, I stopped doing that. And then what happened was it triggered the narcissist because I already showed him what I was capable of. So that's my fault. And he knew that if he pushed me hard enough, I would apologize. So when I stopped apologizing, because I'm like, I'm just not going to own up to something that I didn't do. And, he would say things such as, I'm not going to the grocery store to pick up our grocery order until you apologize for how you treated me yesterday. And I'm sitting here going, okay, I'll get my own damn grocery pickup order, dude. So what? But it was the whole thing about, I'm not going to make that phone call until you apologize. I'm not going to take your car down for an oil change until you apologize. And it wouldn't stop at that. It wouldn't stop it until you apologize. It would stop at, well, it would not stop at, it would go on to, until you apologize for how you treated me. And you keep doing this and your pattern needs to stop and you need help and you need counseling and blah, blah, blah. So it wasn't just the apology at that point. It was like the demands after that. Notice that a narcissist will never own up to what they do wrong. They just won't do it. They will not apologize. In society today, a healthy-minded person would say, man, I screwed up. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. And that's the end of it. But with a narcissist, they demand apologies for things that they did wrong, because if you apologize for something they did wrong, guess what? They don't have to own their shit. So then that gives them more power to say, it's not about me, it's about them, meaning us. So the more that we do that and apologize for them and, conform to what their demands are, that just keeps giving them power. And I recognized that pretty early on in the relationship, thank goodness, that the more that I would concede just to keep the peace was only harming me. But it gave the narcissist an open door to bully me more, to be more demanding, to be more condescending, to be all of these things. And I'm not blaming myself. I mean, hey, you know what? Life's about learning and we make mistakes along the way. But I'm sharing this with you guys because I don't want you to apologize just because the narcissist says that you have to. That's not your place to do it. Okay? Sometimes it's better just to keep quiet and just not say a damn word. But, me, I like the sunshine and rainbows. Okay? I guess I want to live in a perfect world. Okay? That's not going to happen. And I just was hopeful that if I would show that it was super easy to apologize, maybe, just maybe, the narcissist would pick up on that and follow my lead. But they don't. They don't do that. They don't do that. It just gives them more power to manipulate you and demean you and treat you like crap. So don't do things just to keep the peace. It's not going to benefit you. In fact, it's going to make it so much worse. Okay. So I learned that lesson. So hopefully you guys can pick up on that as well. I can't tell you the amount of text messages that I would get, and it would just be, books, okay? And you know, when a text message is super long, it gives you like an arrow and it goes into like this huge page. Oh my gosh, it was not one sentence messages from the narcissist. It was books and pages and pages and pages about what I did wrong. And I better apologize. And if you don't, then I'm never going to forgive you. And I'm never going to love you like, you should be loved. Well, first off, you as a narcissist don't know how to love because you can't love yourself. You just can't. But they put these demands on you so that it takes the attention away from them. Excuse me, I've got a cold, so I know I sound stuffy. Sorry about that. I'm just like, oh gosh. That's why I haven't posted in a couple of days. I'm getting over something. But anyway, back on track. The narcissist will always, always, always try to eliminate their part in anything that you guys are dealing with, whether it's an argument, whether it's a disagreement, whether it's something to do with your children or a work situation or whatever. No matter what, they are not going to own up to anything. And I find that interesting because I always said it's very what's the word I'm thinking of? Not humiliating, humbling. I'm sorry. Brain fog from the cold. It's very humbling to me, in my personal opinion, to be able to own up to something that you do wrong. But a narcissist, they don't know how to be humble. They say they do. They will sit there and say, oh my gosh, I'm the most humble person you're ever going to meet. I am the most loving person you're ever going to meet. I'm the most supportive person you're ever going to meet. But their actions never, ever, ever follow anything that they say. Looky here, guys, it's Amazon. Oh yeah, here we go. Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
Thanks. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, love Amazon. They're amazing. So anyway, the narcissist will always, always, always just try to convince you that you're wrong and that whatever you're doing, it's all your fault. Whatever argument that just happened or whatever contention that happened in your family life, or maybe the dinner table exploded or something, it's always going to be your fault. But don't feel that you have to take ownership for that, because it's not your fault. And a lot of us try to, especially empaths, we try to appease the situation. We try to diminish the animosity that's happening and the argument just so everybody else feels that you're in a safe place. But with a narcissist, it's like they take that and they run with it to a whole new level, and it just empowers them more. So when I was apologizing, the narcissist was kind of at this level where he felt a little bit more powerful than I was. And then the more that I apologized for his behavior, the lower I felt, and the more he felt power over me, that just gave him more ammunition to treat me even more poorly, because guess what? He's a bully, and bullies will stand up and they will get stronger and they will get louder and they will talk down to you even more. So make sure that you don't apologize for their bad behavior, because if you do, you're giving them more power over you, and they're becoming the bigger bully even more. Bullies suck. They suck. And if I could stop bullying like that, I would. In schools, and our children are being bullied, it makes me wonder if they're being raised in homes where there's a narcissist. And that is not okay on any level whatsoever. So the more that you concede, the more that you're going to feel lower than anything, and you're going to lose more of your self-esteem. Your self-worth is going to diminish even more, and the narcissist is going to keep his power over you, which means it's just like the whole separation gets bigger and bigger, because you're feeling so low and down here, and the narcissist is feeling so powerful because they're the bigger bully. And that's so gross to me, because why does anybody feel like they are bigger or better than anybody else on this planet? We are all equal and we're all on the same level. But a narcissist, they don't love themselves. That's why they beat up on us and, talk down to us. And by the way, I found something. I'm going to grab this real quick. Excuse me. I'll be right back, you guys. Oh my gosh. I had printed this earlier. Sorry about that. I'm back, you guys. I've got some more I got to show you, but I found this. What the hell did I do? Oh, it's on my phone. It's on my phone. Oh, bear with me. I have two phones. I have a work phone and a personal phone, but I want to show you guys something. When I told you guys about the narcissist and the incident with the order of protection, he says he did not slam the door in my arm. This is the bruise. This is the bruise that I had from the day that the order of protection, the day after the order of protection was served. Oh, shit. Scratch that. Saw a message from somebody come on there. Oh, dear. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so that was what he did to me. And he says to this day, he didn't do that. Okay. Well, that's why the judge granted the order of protection that's in place for a year. Anyway, guys. That's that. This was kind of an off video, but I'm sorry. I'm real. It is what it is. I'm not editing crap. It is what it is. All right, guys. Stay tuned. I've got some more for you, and I'll be back shortly once I get my Amazon package. Love and light to all of you. Thank you.